Alright guys, Inferno here, and I'm back with another lore video, so let's hop right into it. This one's going to be a Kazal the Ghost, who you guys mentioned in my comment section of my last lore video, talking about how he is the highest bounty and all that. So I decided to make a whole video on him, so let's get into it. I'm just chilling with my bro right now here. We both got the green aura with the flies, and yeah. So I think I'll start off with what Morovane says about him before we actually meet him as the player. And there's also the... Actually, first I'll actually give some context to this. So he is the leader of the Seekers of Sight, which I have made a video about in the past, like all the stuff in the Macronaus catacombs, so you can go watch that. I'm not going to go over all that, but basically there's just a bunch of like people just being ritual sacrificed down there, and just a bunch of ghosts down there, and yeah, so the Seekers of Sight just kill a lot of people basically. Anyway, when you see this the Morovane NPC who gives you like one of the stealth talent quest, if you talk to him just outside of that, he has a bounty poster of Kazal on his thing, right? And it's 250 million, which is insanely high. It's, I mean, as I said, the highest before we knew was 2.3 million of Cernano, so 250 million is crazy. But it just kind of makes sense when you see that, when you talk to Morovane over here, I've got the clip right here. So he's like, I don't realize I left that out. And you haven't heard of Kazal the Ghost. He has the highest bounty due to his connection with murders, kidnapping, tortures, and the complete destruction of an entire kingdom. Which is the Aegean Sea. I don't even know which one that is, to be honest. And the CAZAL Kingdom. I'm not sure if that's been mentioned somewhere else. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, that's basically like just what he says, right? If I skip over to... And the player asks, how has he not been captured? He's like, I'm wondering the same thing, and he's horrendous, and no one's been able to capture him. Which it does kind of make sense, which I'll get into later, why he hasn't been captured. And then he says, the CAZAL Kingdom was originally thought to be killed by Azura, but apparently it's Kazal that actually did that, which is confirmed by him later on, which I'll get into. And people theorize he's a curse user, which is also true, which I'll get into in a second. And yeah, that's what we learned from Morovane. It's basically just that stuff that gets confirmed when you talk to Kazal himself. Actually, real quick, before we get into Kazal, there's another NPC here in the Eastern Reaches. He talks about the Seekers of Sight as well. And it talks more about exactly what chaos is, which is kind of like the purpose of the Seekers of Sight. They want to further the power of chaos or something. And he's like, I'll pause this. Creation created life, chaos created magic, and the forces created titans and gods. And that chaos is very dangerous. And Curses keep it in the Bronze Sea is a victim of chaos. It's got all the ghosts and stuff, which makes sense, same as the Macronaus chambers. And chaos is kind of just the force of evil, I suppose. It's just the evil stuff in the world. And Seekers of Sight worship it. And they believe chaos to be the true way of the world. And they call it the Sight. I don't really know what that means, but I guess it's just a cult thing. And yeah, people do have this swirling chaos energy, which Kazal has, and you can get yourself if you have the chaos talent. And basically you can just harness the energy and become kind of strong and kind of insane. Yeah, so that's what this guy says. He's just a random guy that says that. And yeah, now let's get to finding Kazal. Alright, so this is the first time you meet Kazal. He can spawn anywhere. He was in Draco's Arch for me, but he spawns any like dark place, quite a few. And he's like, he knows your name and he knows the winds of time, which is... He does have the wind curse, he has in a second, but yeah, that's how he knows all this and how he evades capture. He's got the wind curse, which does sound very strong for, you know, getting away from people, for sure. You can just turn into the wind, seems pretty OP. He's like, do you seek the sight? Which is just like chaos, right? And a sight is a power to be gained but not controlled because it's chaos and no one can like fully control it. But this guy's probably the closest we have to controlling it. And he's like, Poseidon's soul may not approve the acts. So I'm not sure what that means lore-wise. I mean, if you finish this guy's quest, does Poseidon just abandon you? Like, I don't know. It seems kind of random. Or maybe if you have level 5 talent, you can't use the spirit weapons. I'm not too sure. And he says his name is Kazal and he's hundreds of years old. And I don't know why he's a ghost, to be honest. I mean, is it just part of his wind curse, or is it because he's just fully chaosed? Who knows? He calls himself a ghost, though he's not dead. We're a living wind. So I guess he's just saying he's like this because he's a wind curse combined with chaos. I guess it's just some weird shit that happens if you combine a curse power with sight chaos power. And then he's like, if you want to become Seeker of Sight, we span the entire War Seas, which is not a good thing, but yeah. Though we haven't seen any other people other than this, but I guess we could see some later on, like an actual Seeker of Sight boss, maybe. And then he like, if you say you will, If you say you will, you got to accept his quest, and you have to let him like eat your finger, which I guess is like kind of weird. It's kind of like Sukuna from JJK, but yeah. Press accept, and then he does this weird cutscene of like getting your finger and eating it, I guess, man. I don't know. This guy's weird. I told you, bro. He's worse than the guy in the thumbnail. He also says that Atlanteans in the Dark Sphere are caused by chaos energy as well, I think, something like that. Which makes sense, obviously. Kind of already knew that, but... And then he says he can he's learned to speak with a lot of ghosts. He can learn the entire history of the world. He's doing this quest as well, and he says, oh, Ghost possesses the wind curse. And he can be everywhere at once and listening to everything. That's how this guy has been captured. You kind of need a curse user just to be able to like fight him in the first place. And even then you need someone that's like advantageous against wind. Like, I don't know. Maybe like the ice curse, you could freeze the air and then he might die or something. Yeah, I don't know. And when you come back the second time, after I think you have to kill 3 castaways or something, you're getting a deeper understanding of chaos. Blah blah blah. You have to commit more sins. Next quest is kill 10 castaways, but I did just finish. Yeah, so that's basically it. Let's go to the third one. Oh, and those talents do give you the ability to ghosts to help you out and stuff. Now here we are on the last stage of the quest. After you kill 10 castaways, he's like, oh, I've got a fine glow of chaos around you. And you're like, oh, I want to kill more people. So click on the next option. Hurry up, man. Come on. I haven't got all day. Alright, so it's like chaos blooms from blasphemous acts committed. And then he basically tells you to... he tells you that he's raised entire villages, murdered, and he confesses he did murder entire nations, such as the Seven Kingdom. Nations plural right there, by the way, so he's done more than that, but he hasn't been blamed for it. So this guy is literally just like he has committed genocide, man. He's like, oh, you're not strong enough to kill a kingdom yet, but instead you gotta kill a young dragon. Now, this is the point where we can't get past this quest right now, because dragons did not get added to the update, because Vatex don't want to delay the update, even though I think that would have been a good idea, but... dragons should be coming in the next update. They spawn in the Dark Sea. So, yeah, the next quest is to kill one of the young dragons, which actually might be pretty hard without one of the dragon slaying tomes. I don't even have one of those yet, but yeah, and you have to like sacrifice his blood or something. And yeah, that's basically the end of the quest for now. So, yeah, and then you can join the secret site if you want, but that's basically it. And yeah, that's basically everything we know about him so far. There's some other stuff that the ghosts say in the catacombs, but I'm not going to go over that. It's not really that relevant right now. He also does this weird thing that I put at the start as well, where like if you stand close to him, he just does like this weird blue thing of energy with like a purple gem. That gem is also in his poster, but I don't think we really know what that gem exactly is. Maybe he'll tell us after his latest quest. It might be some weird artifact that lets him stay alive so long. Actually, no, that's his curse, but I don't know what. I don't know, I think the gem must give him some sort of power, because his whole thing is weird, even if he is a curse user, but... Or maybe the gem is made of pure chaos energy or something. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Kazal. He's probably just gonna be a chill NPC, because... I mean, lore-wise, he probably is just straight up one of the strongest guys in the verse, right? He's a wind curse user, and he's got the power of chaos energy. Like, he could be up there with... I mean, I want to say he's going to be up there with Wotan and stuff, but I guess the only thing is he's not as much of like a warrior as they are. He just goes around killing people for fun. He's not really like the type who wants to fight other strong people. So he probably wouldn't fight Wotan, but like, I feel like if he had to, then he would be able to put up a pretty good fight. But let me know what you guys think. That's it for this video. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel and you want to see more awesome lore videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.